I've been in the YouTube game for a good year and a half now, and throughout that long and arduous journey, I have created numerous thumbnails from the good to the amazing down to the utter trash. So let's have a look back at memory lane and rank the thumbnails that I have created and maybe even remake the worst ones. But before that, where would this thumbnail go? Yes, the video you're watching right now. This thumbnail is clean, clear, and concise. A tier. And I see that you noticed this mystery one at S tier. It's a little bit of a secret. Keep watching and I'll perhaps reveal it later, okay? To keep your mind off that, let's look at my first battle, Runerigus versus Silverfish. For a first thumbnail, it's really good, putting it at a solid A. It was leagues ahead my skill set back then. My current style of making thumbnails bright and saturated, which is very different to every other old thumbnail I made, like Thanos vs Noah, Crypto Bro vs Astrology Girl. Speaking of those battles, both of them belong in C tier. You know what also belongs in C tier? Excitebike vs Metal Slug. Yes, a modern battle, which is unfortunate. I wouldn't like this battle to have that bad of a thumbnail, which is why I'm gonna remake it. What makes this thumbnail bad is a lot to list off. The composition is horrible, the art styles clash, it itself is too monotone gray, and the signature line at the bottom is red and yellow. Although fitting, it's practically camouflaged underneath the 100% warm colors. There needs some contrast in this thumbnail, some brightness, so I propose this as a replacement. Look at it, it's so much more eye-catching. Plus, it's not just three colors now, it's blue against orange, complementary colors, and the poses work together for a dynamic thumbnail. A tier. Does the audience agree? Agree to disagree. The game versus Mandela effect. My worst battle, but I have to admit, pretty good thumbnail. B tier. Next in line is Tic-Tac-Toe versus Hangman, and this is a good thumbnail. The first thumbnail to use the one background technique instead of two, which is a beaut. Simply eye-catching. High A tier. Hold up! Not rap battle time! Everyone, say hello to the Katamari twins! Outer glow is ugly and the background is low quality, but I couldn't do much with PSP footage. C tier. And now, we have a very special guest. Our very first S tier of the day. Give a warm welcome to Guardian vs Gordo. Clear and saturated. Plus, this thumbnail is the first of its kind. It lies. Yes, surprising, I know. Gordo's right spike is made shorter, but trust me, it's for the greater good for the thumbnail. And we'll see what this is later in the video, alright? So, what's next? Oh, this thumbnail is good. Pristine, perfect. This thumbnail's so good, it's going into the subscribe tier. Utter perfection, I might say. And from the best to the okay, A tier, which is where I'm going to put Morbius vs Warden at. What puts this battle so high in the ranks is that it's recognizable and it's really bright. And oh no, it's time! Rap Battle Week! This is gonna be a long video if I delve into each one of them. Let's just run through them quick. S, B, C, A, D, A, B. Well, actually, let's just have a look at one. Giratina vs Orochi. This one could do well with a remake. So after drawing multiple sketches and picking the best one, high B. Okay, now, we're into the modern era, as I like to call it. Starting off, which is Poltergeist vs Bartender. My gut feeling says this is a low A. Following behind at a high B is Watchhog vs COD. Not bad, but not amazing either. But after two good thumbnails, we're back at the big leagues, boys! Bomberman vs Worms. Put that shit in S tier. No, high S tier. No battles beating this thumbnail. Unless the Rap Battle Fake Mod series, which contains two thumbnails. Episode 1 is a low C tier for me, but episode 2 is straight into A tier, bright and clear. What's next? Skyblock vs Nuzlocke. A good thumbnail for what I had to work with. Using Skyblock's wonky proportions and Nuzlocke's lack of identity, I make a pretty good thumbnail, and the touch of strawberry jam is a nice addition to the thumbnail itself. That's another lie for the thumbnail next to Gordo. All in all, A tier. Next is Jenga vs Frogger, and I'm feeling a light B on this one, gang. Although true to what the battle is, it is not appealing. 3D Jenga and arcade Frogger doesn't lend to a recognizable thumbnail. Time to pull out the old favorite again, lying. Much better. I will say I did do a variant with arcade Frogger and it just didn't work. This one goes in the highest spot in A tier. It's just not enough to step into S tier. But do you know what battle did? Or should I say battles? Red vs Shedinja and Dr. Mario vs Euro Truck Simulator. These two encapsulate my whole goal in making thumbnails. Bright to the right levels and saturated without looking too unrealistic. Plus, both have the one background strobe, which is what I prefer. Great ending to this video, eh? 2 S tiers. Or maybe 3. You have not forgotten about the mystery thumbnail, have you? I wonder what it could be. It must be a perfect thumbnail to belong among the greats here, huh? See you there.